Hello, I'm Mary Hale and I'm an artist living in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'm really a Gulf Coast Texan though. I was born in Brownsville, Texas, but I moved to Cambridge to get a master's degree in architecture at MIT. And since graduating, I've been pursuing an interdisciplinary artistic practice outside of my day job with Enterprise Community Partners. At Enterprise, I work on the Enterprise Rose Fellowship in Community Architecture, which was formerly known as the Frederick P. Rose Architectural Fellowship, in case you've heard of it. My installation is called Itinerant Home, and it's a wearable inflatable house. It has 8 bodysuits built into its walls, which enclose an inflated room for hanging out and mingling and talking about issues or the weather. Although the house is capable of wandering, it's really meant to wander around New Orleans. The concept for the project is completely city-site specific and based on my impressions of the mingled confusion, excitement, hope, skepticism, and enthusiasm that has accompanied rebuilding New Orleans post-Katrina. DesCours is an incredible opportunity for someone like me who has an interest in making projects about the tension between the built environment and the social issues that inform it. It's furthermore a chance to do a project that will be not only seen by, but activated by the public. Itinerant Home is participatory. It's meant to be occupied. It should be fun to occupy it. So a nighttime festival in a city as vibrant and alive as New Orleans, as perhaps only New Orleans is absolutely the perfect venue. Also, my site is an interesting one. It's the rooftop pool area of some new condominiums on Canal Street. The condominiums are a part of an adaptive reuse of an old department store called Kraus, and they represent an atypical and innovative strategy to provide housing in New Orleans. DesCours in this installation will unlock an unusual and beautiful private space within the city. The other fantastic thing about DesCours is that it provides one of the rare opportunities for emerging architects to build something completely free of the limiting practical concerns that accompany building design, and to test ideas, techniques, and processes. In my case, this project is allowing me to continue my research on making wearable inflatables. At this point, I've done a few, and here I'm actually testing out materials that I've never personally had a chance to work with because of cost, fear, whatever. I'm using vinyl, breathable ripstop nylon, which requires a constant source of air, Velcro, and polyethylene for an airlock at the entrance. Polyethylene isn't porous, and I need the airlocks to maintain a high internal air pressure so the main house doesn't deflate, thereby inspiring panic in its occupants. In the past, I've only used polyethylene because it's cheap, easy to find in large quantities. I've experimented with sealing the polyethylene with Gorilla Tape and polyethylene tape, and also by heat sealing, which you can do with a normal household iron and Teflon pressing sheet or aluminum foil. The Teflon or aluminum foil will protect your iron from gunk and also protect your inflatable from getting burn holes. I learned the latter technique by watching some ant farm experimental films in which they talk about their inflatable making techniques. So, the technique's an old one that dates back to at least the 1960s, when inflatables were sort of a fad in their peak. But my project is not about fads at all. It's not claiming that inflatables, amazing though they may be, are the correct architectural response to rising tides or disaster relief. More, the inflatable is meant to inspire discussion and also to provide a fun but thoughtful, interactive sculpture for the people of New Orleans.
The next stop on your tour is number 9, Lateral Loop, by Tiffany Lynn and Mark Oldham. The installation is located at 701 Charters Street, in the Capitol. Head back down Bienville Street, back towards the river, 3 blocks. Make a left on Charters Street and walk until you get to Jackson Square, exactly 4 blocks. You'll find site number 9, Lateral Loop, at the Capitol, just this side of the cathedral. Walk inside the gated forecourt to this historic building,